All right, boys and girls. So today we are going to be moving on with the next steps of our lava lamp project. To recall back to the beginning of our project, we actually started using geometric shapes, and then you had to choose if you wanted to use warm colors or cool colors for your background. On my example, I used cool colors, which are the blues, greens, and purples, and I used a triangle for my geometric shape. Then we did the inside of our lava lamp with organic shapes, and we used the opposite color group than we used the first time. So since I used cool colors in the back, I used warm colors in my lava lamp. Today we are going to be moving on with the next steps, which is to make the base for our lava lamp. So to do this, we are going to start with a black piece of paper, and we're also going to use a ruler. And we're going to make two straight lines across our paper. So from corner to corner, I'm going to use a white crayon so that hopefully it shows up on the camera okay, but you can just use your pencil. You should be able to see it. So I'm just going to make a straight line diagonal across my paper this way, and then I'm going to do the same thing going in this direction. So holding the ruler right at the points, and you always want to hold your ruler with the hand on the opposite side that you're going to draw with. So since I'm right-handed, I'm going to hold my left hand on the left side. That way I don't run into my fingers at any point. Just like that. Next, we're going to cut on those lines, and you're going to end up with 4 geometric shapes, 4 triangles. So I'm going to cut all the way across, and then cut on this line, and also on this line. So now I have my 4 triangles. I'm just going to set those to the side for a second. I'm going to come to this paper. We are going to cut off the scraps that we're not using. So again, I'm going to cut right on my geometric shape, right on that triangle all the way up, and then another cut here. Now, these white papers are trash, so I'm just going to set them to the side. I'm going to grab my background. So now we're going to start arranging our lava lamp. So I'm going to take my 4 triangles. Some of the triangles are going to be longer and shorter. And then you're going to have 2 triangles that are narrower and taller. So we can decide which triangles we're going to use. So I'm going to start maybe here. I'm going to start with this triangle down here at the bottom, and we're going to lay it all out before we glue anything down. So this is going to be a little bit too long, but you should notice that the bottom edges, they fit pretty well. So I'm going to use this for the bottom of my lava lamp, and I'm just going to cut off some of this, because we're going to actually cover that. So I'm just going to trim that off and set that to the side. Then I'm going to use one of those narrow, the longer and narrow ones, and I'm going to stick that one right there. So now we're getting kind of the shape of our base for our lava lamp. And yours might be a little bit different because my paper that I'm using here is actually smaller than what you were using. My camera doesn't get big enough for me to do it the full size. So your proportions might look a little bit different, and that will be just fine. So once I have those figured out, I'm going to overlap these 2 to make that kind of geometric shape. I can go ahead and get some glue, and I can glue down the pieces of my lava lamp here. So I'm going to get the glue to work. So I'm going to pull that one off. I'm going to start with this one. Put baby dots of glue on the back. Remember, you never need big puddles of glue. Put this back because I want to make sure that this doesn't hang off the top of my paper. So put this right about where it's going to go. And it's okay that this is not even at the bottom because it's going to get covered up with this one. So again, I'm going to put baby dots of glue. I'm going to flip that over and stick it right on the bottom of my paper. So line up that edge. Okay, so now that those are glued down, I'm going to go ahead and glue down the top of my lava lamp. Again, using baby dots along the edges. And you will need to use a glue bottle, a glue stick. It will not work for this. Glue sticks don't like to stick to painted papers, so we always like to use a glue bottle when we're working on a project like this. So I'm just lining up the bottom of my lava lamp with the black triangle here, and then sticking it down. Now I have two more black triangles that are extras, and one of them we're going to make just a little cap that's going to go right here. So all I'm going to do is make a little rectangle to cap off the top of my lava lamp, like this. So I could glue that down right there. And then the next thing we're going to do with one of these black paper scraps is we're going to make a plug for our lava lamp. So to make the plug, I'm going to start with a square or rectangle shape, like that. And then all I'm going to do is cut out the center to make the prongs of the plug. You can glue that pretty much anywhere you want. Because then the very last thing we will do is we're actually going to use a little bit of black yarn that we will tuck underneath our plug to make the cord. So we're going to stick that guy in there like that. And you might have to hold it down a second till that glue gets sticky. And then you can draw a line with your glue wherever you want your plug to go. You probably are going to get glue on your fingers. So if we need to get a paper towel to clean them off, that's totally okay. Just raise your hand. So I'm just sticking my cord down. And then I'm going to trim it where it meets the base of my lava lamp. And if you can even tuck it underneath there so it looks like it's connected. And voila! We have our lava lamp completed.